strategic partnerships, if you think about the responsibility that we have around outcomes, that safety and permanency and well-being, that if a child welfare agency faces those expectations alone, they will most surely fail. So the only way to achieve good outcomes, to accomplish the mission of the agency overall, is to have thoughtful partnerships that strengthen our ability in communities, with other agencies, and particularly with families, children, and youth, because it's only through those partnerships that we'll be able to achieve those outcomes. I think all of us have had experiences that have led us to believe that we can't be facing this expectation alone. That is, the expectation of intervening with families and making a positive difference without having strong partnerships in our communities and with other professions and with the families we serve. And so I think that was probably the overarching value that we shared. It was just a firm belief that we can't do it alone. You know, I first got in this business, and maybe it was just the agency I worked for, but I don't believe so, because I saw this issue dealt with almost in all of them, that the agency would, when questioned about its approach, or when questions about why it made a certain decision, or a question about something that it had done or not done, oftentimes the response was to butt up to each other and just, well, that's our policy, or that's how we do business, or that's what our rules say. And agencies who do that, that are, you know, focused on explaining what they do based on their own way of doing things, as opposed to the strength of doing it based on, you know, a collegial and collaborative approach, almost always going to be under attack and not be very successful. Well, you know, the power of strategic partnerships, I think, is going to help the whole field focus on an issue that we've really made a priority in this whole effort, and that is to deal with the issues of disparities and the overrepresentation or disproportionality of children of color in the system. And again, the strategic partnership piece of that can really ensure that we're meeting with families who are affected by our system, listening to them, and engaging them in ways that really affect and positively improve their outcomes. So again, as we think about the strategies and partnerships, we must make sure that we're dealing with this issue of disparities for people, families of color in our system, and that's been a great benefit of this whole effort.